Hi, this is Eddie Marcus, spokesman and advocate of basic human rights for all people. My message to the people of America and to the people of the world. You are in fact, we are in a hectic situation, and none of us are satisfied. Now, we didn't make ourselves or require what is needed for survival or the extras of life. We didn't set this up, yet it is here. The resources necessary to meet every need, to meet every want, to meet every desire at our leisure. It is given as free as the earth is given free. Its purpose is to do just what it does. Our requirements to have the best life is to treat others as we desire to be treated by others. This recognizes a power superior to human power. Humans, true bread and butter. Here, we bring an amazing gift to be used in a career that brings with it the highest joys, to be used in the process of participating in the production of all our needs, food and clothing and shelter, or our wants, education and health care, or our desires such as transportation, infrastructure, and so many others. But we, the poor, we do not experience the rapid care when in need, want, or desire, because we've been robbed by a system designated to do the robbing at the behest of evil, greedy, unscrupulous people that lie, cheat, steal, hate, and many other evils to prove they are superior to us and others. All the evils ever done to its people have been summed up in the past several years. We have seen it all. Question is, what are we going to do? They sent jobs to other countries. They put drugs on the streets to addict many of us. Many were criminalized and sent to prisons. Prices increased. Wages remained the same or small increases. The masses got poor. The few got richer. Today, that same power structure wants to control women's bodies, want to ban books and burn books, want to refuse to teach accurate history, want to ban voting rights and demonstration. There is no limit to their evils. But for starts, let us view by whatever means available basic human rights daily agenda in pursuit of our lives back. Now you can watch this on YouTube and Facebook. I'm asking all preachers and church representatives to start teaching each Sunday and whenever you get together. And when you're in your prayer sessions, focus, thy will be done on earth as in heaven. Speak about change. The church have a need to respond to the daily and weekly posts. You know, in the scriptures, there's a message about Jesus healing a blind person. Now, can you imagine having a desire to see and a miracle, and he sees? Nothing can kill that reality. Now, I have always wanted to know the plan that would allow the will on earth to reflect the same as in heaven. One moment in time, my eyes were opened. I could see how every American, as well as people around the world, could experience their needs, could experience their wants, could experience their desires being met. And this at their leisure, when they wanted it to, when they required it. Access to unlimited food and clothing and shelter and education and health care and transportation and infrastructure, all and anything else that existed at the hands of man. They lived in peace. They were prosperous. They lived free, joyous, and happiness, and their dreams made real. The way designed that everyone on earth benefits for all those things that are common amongst them is each one comes and brings with them a gift in the form of career objectives, one which permits and emits the greatest joy and happiness in performing, being appreciated, needed, wanted, and desired. But changes must be made to accommodate such an outcome. First, every resource of the earth comes with the earth, and it goes back to the earth for the benefit of all the people of the earth. All the people creating and producing such an abundance, sufficient to satisfy every request. The reservoir of goods and services never depleted. Human beings working with what they got, using what nature has given for the benefit of all that is needed, that is wanted, that is desired. There's a new way of life that must free us all. We've had nothing but hell on earth. It's been worse hells at some point, not as bad at other points, but hell nevertheless. And all that we know about God, all we know about history of God, and all that is connected with the superpower associated with Godism has not been sufficient enough to clean up our societies from all the suffering that we have to endure. And those of us who endure it the most, the poor, who have always endured it the most, the poor, because we had the kindest heart, we were the ones that they call weak, because there were those and there are those out there willing to do anything, from the earliest lie, that deception thing, to choking you and cutting your head off and cutting you up in little pieces and doing anything to you to be superior to you, to rob you, and don't give a heck about you. And billions have been slaughtered under that same kind of hatred. And it's not changing. It is that way today. And so how can any of us call ourselves worth a dime? How can any of us call ourselves worth salt and pepper if we cannot stand up recognizing something that's superior to all of that, something that brings enlightenment, something that brings joy and happiness to our lives and gives each and every last one of us purpose, gives each and every last one of us a promise that we don't have to do those ugly things that we've been taught are ugly, and those things that many of us are practiced as being ugly is because of the effect of our lives intermingling with a system that did not, and from to this point does not care. But our whole efforts right now is to reestablish not something that we had before, because we've never had anything that was worth 25 cents. We're talking about something now that's worth the whole dollar bill. That's you and I, black and white, men and women, old and young, all over the earth, waking up and saying, thank God Almighty, we live to see it. And it happened because some poor people decided that they were not going to accept it anymore. And they were people of all color. And they didn't try to choke the life out of rich people. They just wanted to make sure that whatever it is that they, the rich, had an opportunity to experience, anybody that used to be poor could now experience not what the rich experienced if they didn't want to, but experience what they themselves endured. And only we together can do this. It's going to take the poor folks to bring the mean folks and everybody else together. It's going to take us. It's going to take us sleeping in tents. It's going to take us sleeping in those hooches. It's going to take us, from Oakland, California, from Mississippi, from New Jersey, from California, other places in California, Alabama, Texas. It's going to take all of us who are suffering everywhere to say no more. And we're going to have to trust God because we know it's right. We know doggone well it's right. And we're going to act like it's right. Ain't that right? Talk to you next time.